Cast your minds back to 1995. You may have been raving to Teen Spirit, or you may have been only a twinkle in the milkman's eye, or you may have been playing the very first Rayman game that burst onto the Atari Jaguar. 20 years later, Ubisoft has decided to re-release it on iOS to celebrate 2 decades of disembodied fist punching. Now, before you get too excited, there are a few lumps in the ointment here. Rayman is still a good-looking game with a colourful and vibrant world to explore. The sound, though, is a mixed bag. While the original music is mercifully intact, there are some key sound effects that are missing or have been changed. The anthem that used to play when Rayman completed a level has been unceremoniously stripped, while the ding whenever you collected a lum has been replaced with a lacklustre popping sound. These are by no means game-breaking changes, but they were fan favourites, and their absence leaves an indelible smudge on any nostalgic shine. The gameplay, though, has remained exactly the same, and that will either greatly please or utterly distress you, because Rayman is an incredibly harsh and unforgiving game full of insta-deaths, leaps of faith, and tough enemies. What's it not so full of? Checkpoints. If you loved it back in the day, then you'll have an absolute blast. You may even enjoy it if you've never played it before and appreciate a challenge. But the real niggliest here in the hard porting details. Ubisoft decided to port Rayman Classic with virtual controls, and they're not quite up to scratch. For a start, there's a virtual joystick in a game that was originally played using a D-pad. Arrows would have been so much more precise here. You'll find yourself accidentally ducking all of the time, as it only takes a little tiny swipe downwards to make Rayman go prone. The buttons also have similar issues. You've got a jump and a punch button, as well as the ability to stick your tongue out and scare enemies. But because the punch button is placed directly above the jump button, you'll often find yourself accidentally pressing one when you meant to press the other. It's not a problem quite as persistent as the ducking issue, but it's frustrating nonetheless. You can remedy all of these issues by using an MFI controller, but if you don't have one, you'll have to hope Ubisoft patches in a few more control schemes, or at the very least, customizable controls. If you've played the original, or are a fan of the series in general, Rayman Classic is still worth picking up for the nostalgia trip. It's worth mentioning that while the port's not quite perfect, the original game never really was in the first place. This is still a wicked and zany nostalgic experience. It doesn't quite fizz and pop in the right ways, but as blasts from the past go, it's pretty solid.